to Katie's Playtime. Thank you so much for watching. Now today I have had a really strong request from 3 people. So I thought, you know what, let's do this one. I really think this one is going to be a winner. So thank you so much to Dina, Andres Duran, and Marisol Alis. I really appreciate your request on making a purse or a pencil case using duct tape and some material. So let's get started. I've got leftover material from the bag that I made in one of my other videos, which a lot of my requests came from. So I thought, you know what, I've got the materials, let's make it. I have got a ruler, scissors, duct tape, same duct tape that I have left over from my last project, just so you remember, and my leftover material, which worked a dream. I still use that bag, you know. Okay, so now I want to have my pencil case or purse, say about as wide as my zip here. So let's just take that off. Okay. So we're gonna go from where the buckle starts here to where the zip ends there. So anything flopping over should be tucked into the pencil case. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to measure, I might actually measure all the way to the end there. So I'm going to measure it all the way to the end here. So that's going to be my depth there, just to, if we were to fold it, so it will be about there. Okay. Now remember, we need to make a little bit of a gap here, so then that way we can staple the edges. So I'm going to end up cutting it just down here. Okay, let's mark that. So about there. We might actually make it a little bit further. Maybe about there. Because remember, I've got to do the staples on the edges. Get that material out of the way. So now we've got our piece of material we're using. So make sure your cutting is nice and straight. Mine is a little bit wonky, so let's just get that all nice and straight. Okay, so there we go. So if we wanted to now put the zip up, I've got a nice amount of room there for my lines down the center, and I've also got a nice gap where the edging will be. So okay, so now we're going to open it, and we're now going to use our duct tape to lay out all the inside. So bear with me while I do that. And I have just realized I'm not going to be able to fit my pencils in this. It's quite small, but you know what? I don't have a zip any longer to be able to make you a pencil case. But if you follow my steps and just make yours a little bit wider, it will be the perfect pencil case. But I'm still gonna carry on with my activity because it's gonna be an absolute fantastic purse. So again, just layering your duct tape over one another just to make sure it stays nice and strong. Be very careful with your scissors. And then we're just going to straighten up our edges. Okay, so now I've got the lining of my pencil case or my purse all nice and ready. So I've got my material and my lining. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the material on the inside because I'm going to have eventually it on the outside. So I'm going to have the lining on the outside at the moment and the material on the inside. We're going to fold it in half, and then we are going to use our staple and we're going to staple up the edges. Now don't go all the way up. We need to make sure that the width is the same width as our zip. So for instance, that's how wide it is. So don't make a staple go up that high. So we'll start as our guide. Okay. Okay, so that's our guide now, and then we're going to follow it down. Okay, so there we go. So we've got the two there now, and we've got our flap. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is now use our duct tape, and we're now going to put half of the duct tape on this end of the staples. So it's still sticky. I'm going to just cut that bit off. We're just going to fold it over. And same on the other side. And we're going to cut that bit over again. And fold it over. That's going to lock in those staples, so then that way you don't cut yourself, and also it doesn't, you know, come undone and just stays a little bit stronger. Okay, let's just get that off. There we go. That looks great. Okay, so now our next job is to, we now want to attach our zip. Okay, so now we're going to attach the zip onto our purse. So what our first step is going to be is you're going to make sure that the buckle is facing downwards, because if it's upwards, then you're not going to have this little tang here to pull and close. So having your zip open, we're going to now, I want you to put the zip in line with the inner part of your little pencil case or purse. So then that way, once we've stapled that edge, we're then going to flatten it, if that makes any sense to you. So this will also give you the ability to staple the edges without the zip being in your way. Okay, so there you have it. Just there, I've got my line of staples, which will now be taped down once I'm finished. Okay, so now we'll do the other side. So again, the inner edge, and then we're going to run the staple along that inner edge. Okay, so, oh, that one's come undone a little bit. Hold on, let's just redo this one. There we go. So you can see my staples running all the way down there. I mean, the closer you can get onto your purse, the better for you, because the longer duration you'll get out of it. Okay, the next step now is to fold that back, and we're then going to use our duct tape to be able to tape it down. So running along the same line. And to create a nice strong purse, keep your tape still on the roll. Fold the other side as well. And we're going to curve it around. And that's just going to keep it all nice and strong. Okay, so I've gone around that twice now. I'm now going to cut off my edge. So you can see I've gone around there twice and I've not had any cuttings, just so then that way it was nice and strong. But now I'm just going to use the tape to make sure that it's still strong, but it still looks quite pretty, because I did have a little bit of bubbles happening in there. So one more stripe going across and then just cut. So then that way we see no bubbles. So there's the inside of our little purse or our case. So remember to go around twice, make sure it's nice and strong, and then just fix up any bubbles that you've made along the way. Now what we're going to do is turn it inside out and see how I've gone. Uh-oh. You know what's happened now? I've got a little hat. It's like the bag, but it shrunk. Just kidding. If you watch the bag episode, you'll get my joke. So just be really careful with how you're turning it inside out. Get those corners out as well. Wow, that looks fantastic. Okay, so here's my zip on my purse, and all you have to do is just put your finger in there and just pull that little bit up there. So then that way you can hold on to it, and then push the zip down. Ta-da! I have now got myself a coin purse. So all I would probably recommend is, if I was to do this again, I wouldn't use a steel zip because I find that they are harder to zip up. I do like the plastic type ones because they have more of a stronger hold. So if you are going to go out and buy a zip, definitely get one of those. Although they do look quite cool, these ones. All I could recommend is when you're stitching with the staples, just make sure that the staples are low and they're even, and that you can also pinch the end here to be able to pull the zip shut. Otherwise it's just not going to do you any justice. Well, when you open it, you have an awesome design inside, and there's no holes, so you can put all your coins in there. And I have now got a little purse to match my little carry bag that I still own, and I am very excited. So thank you so much for asking me to make a purse out of the duct tape and the material I have left over. And if you do have any more requests, please send them through, and I will do my best to try and work them out for you. But please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much to all three of you, Dina, Andres Duran and Marisol Elliott. I absolutely enjoyed myself on this activity, and I feel quite proud of myself. I've made myself a purse. Remember, if you make it longer, it will be then a pencil case. So have fun, take photos of your activities, put them on my Instagram. I'd love to see them and like them. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye for now, love you all.